but... What? Oh, for the sacrifice.
I'm sorry?
Seats of sacrifice.
Yes. I can't believe this happened 2 expansions in a row.
That sucks.
I can't believe you do this to me, Kier, sabotaging my stream.
Yeah, maybe it's just my evil plan all along. Maybe I should have switched to healer and tank.
Eh. I wonder if I have enough time to use the restroom.
One way to find...
The answer is yes, I had enough time. Oh, I just noticed the peripherals comment they put in when they were subscribing. Asians exists. Warriors of Light. Rabid Gnarling. I mean, given everything they've done in the Realm Reborn, I think we're pretty justified in that. Woohoo! Warrior of Light, Elidibus.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down.
Oh god, someone has a movable weapon.
Also, the other tank is a newbie. The other tank is a newbie.
Oh good, because I'm also new.
Begone! Sword of Shadow! Darkness must be destroyed! Gleaming steel! Light my path!
Ah, triangle! It's fine, we just started once. After mishapping and accidentally getting into
That has nothing
Hero's
to do
Gauntlet.
with me.
that has everything to do with Kier.
No, it doesn't. I'm not even here. See, I
Okay.
can't even move.
Chat
How
has
could
been
I have
opened.
done it?
Woo! You touch the crystal of Azem to your breast and wish upon it all with all your heart. Yeah.
Do we get new drip? That's not
You-
drip.
It cannot be!
Bye, I'm at Selk. Thanks for the res.
To me, warriors of light! I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be our salvation. You still stand?
Yeah.
Very well. Begone! Spawn of shadow! Darkness must be destroyed!
Aha, no blizzard for you!
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
When you imbue it with blizzard, you have to keep moving. And when you imbue it with fire, you have to stop.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm a big dumb kid.
Oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing?
My soul knows no surrender.
I think this is going to be a line attack. It is!
Oh, grant me strength!
Oh god, I messed up.
Gleaming steel! Light my path!
Oh god. Rhombus! Okay, this part you have to stop. Go!
Begone! Spawn of shadow! Darkness must be destroyed!
It was fire imbued, so you have to stop after this, I think? And Dark's gone.
My beauty! No, not yet!
Hooray!
So, I don't have to die.
I didn't lead the party into a wipe.
I cannot fail. I will not.
I think I almost did the LB3 a little too late. But I did it.
Thanks to Peter for saving us.
Yeah. But I did it. That's what matters.
Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white auracite.
I feel like I called this before. Did I call this before?
Your ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
Aw, he sims for us.
This... Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiark. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
Can you say that louder, Kira?
I was asking if he was about to ask us out on a date.
Oh. He basically did. Could have asked us earlier. Whoops.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memories shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the Source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I'm fine. Thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city's fine, and the star showers have stopped. It's almost as we've gone back to the peaceful days that followed the knight's return. Almost. Green, if you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? One long expedition later, preferably with dramatic exaggerations. That'll probably be used in the extreme version. So you reached out to the Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure if I did the right thing. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the most important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Emmett Selk. He knew of Elidibus' plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is remember the events as they happened, no more and no less. As Aronken so rightfully put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you all are. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this. Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the gods not made such a fuss. Now, tell me what's happened. Where is the Exarch? I see. Green, Will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Does that mean I have to go back, open the crystal tower door, and stick this, just jab him with it, or... Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process rested on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Green, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation. So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply. Yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so, in fact. Regardless, out of respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. Ahem. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast. So deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, I am reminded that, no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Volthree, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There! I told you it was long and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he's blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbow. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require my attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers for Minfilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go Nabath Arang together. One last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yulmul for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you had places of your own to be, Alice. I shall see you later. Bye, Alvino. Don't get roped into paying back for the airship. I should probably guess I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells. But the XIV does, if only in spirit. I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halric's doing. Halric? Halric! Oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again! Quickly, Green, we have to find him! Oh, Alice, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. Planning to visit a graveyard if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard then? Well, you can't be a hero without PTSD. That's what Dungeons and Dragons tells us. There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh? I wasn't aware he had family here. Is that... Oh, goddammit. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. I also remember Tesleen. That was not a good day for all of us. What brings you back so soon? Out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Beck Lug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go. But I know everyone will be happy for you. Truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us. Achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy, and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there are any tasks that you need doing, hunting bees, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you through, so never forget them. And neither will I. And yes, I do mean welcome to Shadowbringers. What? I'm not crying. I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go and look on the others? Alfino, for instance, if anyone is crying, it will be him.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear!
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
A picture paints 1,000 words.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Yep, that's me, errand boy for the world.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
Well, 2 worlds at
I
this
should
rate.
be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
It's a strange feeling, Green, to stand in the company of our friends knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know. I shall cherish my memories of Norvrent, of every soul I met here for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Forgive me, I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite alright now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it'll be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Shadowbringers, more like Shad-Owl-bringers. Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerned, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fae friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes onto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I have been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it has lost its radiance, it is unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did in all likelihood once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred within his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is that all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Wallachdorf. My thanks, Screen. Full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumor spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Faded Crystal of Light. A crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as if to remind you that hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Yep.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
Well, first an evil spirit possessed its body. And shaved him.
Even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Tell me, does anything strike you as different about my soul?
Your soul? Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you.
Oh.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? Unremarkable. Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou should be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Odbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvrat. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Okay, I'm going to take a quick